What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing well. So in this video I will be installing some new goodies on my Traxxas Rustler. So I was holding off a little bit on some of this shock stuff, but I did lose one of the little collars that holds the spring on. So I went ahead and ordered some front shocks for the Rustler, the Power Stroke ones from Proline. I already had the rears, so I decided to go ahead and just pick up the two fronts instead of going with 4 new ones from Traxxas. So you can see here, that is why I ordered the fronts. I didn't show it very good, but the little piece that holds the spring on went flying off in a crash, so I went ahead and picked up new shocks. These are the ones that I already had, so I just went ahead and picked up a front set. So those are the rears. I'm going to go with 37.5 weight in the rear and 35, I believe, in the front. That is going to be my starting points. Also, we are going to get the Proline MX28's all mounted up. Really like these tires. They should make the truck backflip a little bit. They should balloon a little, give me a little cushion. I'm not looking to go super blazing fast, so that doesn't really bother me. So also, I went ahead and picked up some pinions. I'm going to put a 10 tooth on to start. I figured 9 might not be enough. I am a little concerned about the heat, but we'll see. So I'm just going to get into the install real quick, and then when I get everything all done, I am going to take it out for a test run. Alright, so first I'm just going to remove the front wheels here. I got the wheels removed now. Just going to grab my drill with a 2mm tip and start taking the shocks off. There is only 2 screws here, one at the tower and one that goes into the lower arm. So these shocks from Proline are really nice here. They use a bladder in the cap, and they have a really nice little bleed screw, so you can just fill them up and get the air out. I like to just pump them up and down a few times, and then I let them sit and let some of the air come out, and then I fill it to the top and push it up, and the oil will come out. So that's what the bladder looks like, rather. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead, fill these up, and get them all ready to rock and roll. So something you will want to pick up is if you're gonna run these shocks, they sell a little kit with different parts in them to mount them on the truck. They're not quite like pivot balls, but I guess that's kind of what you could call them. They slide into the cap, so you can fit your 2mm screw in there. I will put the part number up on the screen in case you are interested in them, but they're a nice little piece. So if you don't have anything, I'm not sure what else will fit. I know I've tried pivot balls in the metal caps before, and the other Proline scalar shocks, and I didn't have any luck. I didn't know they sold this until recently, so I had to pick them up, and it comes with 4 if you want to do more than just one car, right? Because you only need to put them in the cap, so you have plenty that come in the little kit. Alrighty, so I got the shocks all mounted up, and I'm going to go ahead and just mount up the tires on the front, and the front will be all wrapped up and ready to go. Alrighty, so now I'm going to move on to the pinion gear. As I move to the back here, just have to take off this one screw that is like a little tie down piece for your motor wires. So you just go ahead, remove that 2mm screw, and then there is one more 2mm screw that you need to take off to get the little cover that kind of covers the spur gear. And then all you have to do is undo the 2.5mm screw that holds the motor plate onto the mount. So it's a pretty easy setup to get that all out. So there's the cover, and then you can just move on to the actual motor screw, and then you just kind of got to wiggle it out and it will come right out. Alright, so got the new pinion gear on, tighten it down onto the motor, make sure it lines up with your spur gear. Definitely use Loctite for this application, and once you get that in there, put the screw in just a little bit and go ahead, and you're gonna want to set your gear mesh. I've found it's easier to kind of stick your fingers in there and just kind of wiggle it around and get it all set. So it took me a few because I haven't done it on this vehicle, but it's kind of hard to move it on the motor plate, but just play around with it a little bit, and once you figure it out, you're good to go. Alright, so now I am moving on to getting these rear shocks emptied. I have no idea what I had for oil in them. They've been sitting. The oil actually wasn't very dirty at all, so I'm not sure what kind of use they were getting or what was going on with them. They were on my old Slash setup, so I'm not sure, but I'm going to take the rear shocks off here, get these all mounted up, and we'll get these tires mounted on, and then we will be ready to test it all. Alright guys, we are out in the field for some testing. It's really hot out, but I just set up the little kicker ramp at an open area I know, and I'm just gonna see how the tires feel when the truck jumps, see how it soaks up landings. It's a little breezy, so the audio is probably not gonna be good. But yeah, it's super hot, and I needed to test this, and whatever. It's not so bad really with the breeze, but like I said, the audio might not be so great with it, but yeah, I'm gonna get the truck fired up, and let's see how it does with the shocks and tires. Alright, so here is the ramp, and we're gonna launch it that way and see what happens. Mrs. Prop's going to pick it up. I think I might have broke something though. It fucking launches, and then I went to correct it and it went flying all over the place. Let's bring it back, see what happened. Okay, everything looks okay. I just smashed the wheelie bar up underneath the body. This is pretty scraped up, but everything seems okay. It's wants to like really overcorrect when you go to correct it. so I've been running it for a few here. Let's check the temps. 142 on the motor, 130 on the ESC. So that is that's quite a bit hotter than what the Vortex was running the other day, but I'm not really sure what the baseline is. Like I said, I'm going to look into that. I did go down that one tooth on the pinion there to a 10. Doesn't feel like I lost any speed, so that's really good. So I've been running it fairly hard. So, well, it depends where you get the motor at. The temperature keeps changing. 120, 118, 139, 126. So it all depends where you're getting it on the motor, but we're not in the 200s, so I think that's good. I'll research the baseline, I guess, and maybe I'll put that in there, what a lot of people are getting on temperatures. But I'm going to continue to burn out this pack. Alrighty, here we go. So it does seem a little bouncy, not too bad though. It's pretty bumpy here. It's got so much power, and it wheelies like effortlessly. It's pretty crazy. Oh, woohoo! This is definitely way better than stock tires. Oh! Save that one. Look at it just wheeling. Crazy. Oh, maybe it looks like something's hanging there, is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it's just a bush. Woohoo! It's just a bush. I was worried, huh? That was a big fake out. Faked you out. Oh, body came out. Well, all right, guys, truck did good, but actually, just as I went to stop, it was blinking red again. So I think it's definitely overheating a little bit, but it's in the mid 90s right now, so it is pretty hot. I could go down to a 9-tooth pinion maybe. I'm running 10-tooth. I think with some cooler temps, it'll probably run okay, but I actually plan to get rid of this system in the future. I'm just kind of gonna abuse this one for now. I was actually really surprised at how well the truck did. The shocks definitely made a big improvement on the big airs, and the tires definitely hook up better. It wheelies like a beast, and I was surprised at how durable it was. I took some pretty good tumbles and everything seems okay here, so I definitely approve these mods, and if you want to do them, I definitely recommend it. But appreciate you guys watching, and catch you guys in the next one. Peace.